Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS. Trey, tell me that again.
I just told Stephanie that I have coffee beans coming for her and I have them being shipped to my house. The same coffee beans we use at Pinky's. And she said, well, it's about time.
Pretty much. I said, we'll talk about this on the podcast because it is about time. It's been a year in the make. Thank you so much, Trey. That is very kind. I can't believe it. The time has finally came.
Yes.
I kept feeling like just somebody that you forgot existed.
I said, oh, you know what? So I bought a really nice espresso machine for our house. Mm-hmm. And I just never feel like coffee tastes the same when you make it at home. And even with me owning a coffee shop and making coffee at home, I'm still like, I go and get it there every day because it doesn't taste the same when you have to make it yourself. It tastes better when somebody else makes it.
Exactly. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So I thought maybe it's the beans I'm using. So I ordered the same beans at home that we use at Pinky's. And I said, oh, you know what? I need to order Stephanie beans too. So beans are coming.
Yeah, but we will believe it. I want him to bring the beans to the podcast. Because I'm
present them here.
Yes, it's going to be a cold day in hell when I get those beans. I swear to you, it's been a year.
Yeah, well, they're coming. Okay, I had a situation the other day. So do you feel like I'm aggressive as a person? I don't feel like I am.
Shit. Yes.
Really? I mean, there's times.
He's the most, I don't know if I would say aggressive.
I feel like I'm the softest.
Oh my God, no. That's a lie. How do I say this delicate? I don't think you're, maybe not aggressive is the word. You are the most, you're not like, you're not a...
I'm not a delicate little flower.
You're not delicate. That's what I'm going to say. I feel like Trey, I don't know if I would necessarily say you're aggressive. Sometimes I think you're passive aggressive. Yes.
Yeah. Well, and that's the alternative to just me being aggressive. I could just be straight aggressive.
Sometimes think Trey's there's a reason we're friends. He entertains the living tar out of me. He will call me with so much... Like, such great, like, fun gossip. Like, people I don't even know, and I'm like, tell me more. I don't even have to know who the person is, but I am fully invested because he knows how to tell a real good story. Like, somebody could go to McDonald's drive-thru and he'd make it into a masterpiece of a story, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, wow.
So, the other day, I was exiting the tollway to, like, go to my house, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get a salad. Well, there was this lady who clearly has not driven in Dallas before, that was clear open road, Dallas North Tollway. You should be going at minimum. If there's no traffic, you should be going at 85 down that thing. Like, there's no reason to not be. The speed limit's like 70, but like, go faster. That's not how we do things around here. So this lady is stopping as we're exiting on a clear open exit. So in Texas, honking at someone is giving them a solid fuck you. So I'm real cautious about my toot toots, you know?
Yeah.
But I'll use a toot toot if I have to. And that moment needed a toot toot because I needed her to go because there's cars behind me. I'm going to get hit. So she got a little toot toot. And then she's still going slow. So she got another little toot toot. And so finally I'm at a spot where I can get around her. So I do. And I go and get myself a salad. So as I'm standing at this kiosk at Chop Shop ordering my salad, I see this lady start walking towards me. And mind you, there's like other kiosks. I'm like, why are you standing right here? And she's crying.
Oh, shit.
And I look at her and I said, yes. And she goes, I just want you to know you ruined my day.
Oh,
and I said,
wow.
What? And she goes, you honked at me back there. I am new to Dallas. I don't know these roads. And that ruined my day. And I said, you followed me into this restaurant to tell me that I ruined your day because I honked at you? And she goes, I'm new here. And I said, well, I just taught you a very valuable lesson to go. So glad we could have this chat, but I got to order my salad. And then she left.
Which he never orders a salad. That was the most shocking part of that whole story.
Yes.
It's like, wait, salad? Huh? What? You?
But I was like, you psychopath, you followed me into this restaurant?
Well, everyone says that Texas is a very kind, loving people, and you totally...
And we are until you drive slow.
I will say, I did not notice how, and I'm a horrible driver, so I maybe shouldn't say anything, but I did not notice how many horrible drivers there were until the last maybe 2 years. I mean, situation in this state. And I also, it really stands out to me now how bad the drivers are when I have a 15-year-old that I'm having to teach to drive. And like when stuff like that happens, because he already is like that person, you know, I love Cruz. He's amazing. But, you know, when lanes merge, when you're on like the tollway and people are merging into you, Cruz gets nervous and slows down. And I'm like, you're going to like, that's
how you cause an accident.
Exactly. That's the worst thing you can do. But I also get it because he's new. So I think maybe there are a lot of new drivers here because it's like uncomfortably bad, like how people are driving. And if you live in Dallas and you are listening to this podcast, I know that you know we're not lying. It's weird. Maybe people have always been horrible drivers and it's just, but I thought I was like the worst driver on the road for many years. Now I feel like I'm one of the better ones. Like I could teach at driving school.
You know what? A few weeks ago, I had already like passed a few bad drivers, like people that are like, and 9 times out of 10, they're texting. Like they're distracted doing something else. And that's why their driving is all shitty. And I had already gone through like 2 or 3 people that had pissed me off on the road. And I don't have like road rage. Like I'm never going to like follow you or what, you know, like, so I had already passed these 3 people and then I'm behind this car and this bitch has her blinker on for like a mile. I was like, are you fucking kidding? It was her.
Well,
I was like, oh.
You know my car. Yeah, it's still me. It's still me, people. It really is. Sometimes I catch myself. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I drive to Oklahoma blinking
I was like,
all the way.
how doesn't she hear it?
Yeah, because I just listen to other things. It's just not. Sometimes I get somewhere and I don't know how I got there. Like it was a fever dream. The whole drive. I said, how did I end up here? I mean, truly, do you ever just space out where you're like,
I have, if I'm driving and I'm on the phone, I'll forget where I'm going. And this is probably, I need to like go to therapy about this. I will somehow, not even kidding, end up at North Park. It has happened multiple times. Where my body is just like, this is where we're going. And I'll get there and I'm like, oh, well, we're here.
While we're here, let's
well.
shop. Let's shop. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No. Well, that lady how old was that lady?
Like mid-50s.
Okay. So she's first of all, as the
too old to be crying. Let me tell you.
As the queen of the people pleasers, she's a people pleaser.
Well, yes, but
she had maybe she was having a really bad day. And I don't know, but
I guess, but I made it worse.
Listening, which I'm sure you're our top listener, do not let him get to you, but also learn how to drive, okay? Like, I think until you know your way around Dallas, you should not take the tollway or 75.
No.
Because it's insane. It's stressful for those of us who have done it for many, many, many years. My dad drives around Dallas, and all he says is, I don't know how people live in this town. I could never, because of the traffic. He's like, I could never live here. I'm like, well, then, that's fine. We're not asking you to move here, Dad. It's fine. Just go back to your small town.
Here's the thing. You have to know when to take the tollway.
Yes.
Like I will not take it at between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. And I also won't get on it between 4:30 and 6:30.
I'm the same.
Because there's traffic.
Yeah, you have to know.
I'm removing myself from the situation to allow the people that need to get home to go home. Very selfless.
The same things revolve around like the grocery store and the mall, okay? Mm-hmm. Take those same things. I only go to the grocery store and the mall between certain times.
Yeah, we don't go on Saturdays and Sundays.
Nope.
We go on Mondays at like 10.
Now, Travis and I will go to Costco super early on Sunday because he has that membership where you can get in an hour before everybody else, but I won't even go to Costco if it's busy. I'm like, nope, we just will not. We'll just wait. We'll wait it out.
No, you know what? Costco hack. If you order like grocery delivery on Uber Eats, you don't have to have a Costco membership. All Uber Eats and like DoorDash drivers, they have memberships to Sam's and Costco. They deliver it for you.
Well,
I know. You don't even have to go.
Travis would think, what in the world? You don't work and you are DoorDashing and Uber Eatsing groceries, Stephanie.
What's easier?
Well, yeah. Travis is the only one that has a Costco card, so he goes with me. It's
well, wonderful. He enjoys Costco.
He loves it. His mother loved it. He likes a Costco. He loves it.
I do love a grocery store trip. But that's not true. I like a Central Market trip because I go in, I get a coffee, and then I just mosey around. I spend a whole hour just going through there, finding things I want.
Trying all the
samples, usually twice. I'll loop back if I really liked it. Get a second. And I have a great time. But that's only if I have time for it.
Trey, I had the weirdest First of all, I had the weirdest question. Somebody messaged me about you. Why they did not just message you and ask you, I don't know. But let's take a break real quick. And then I'm going to come back and tell you the thing that inquiring minds want to know about you.
Oh.
Okay, we're back. So not even joking. I am like just on TikTok, and anytime I see something that's makes me laugh, I always send it to Trey. And I'm like on there sending him message. And then I was like, I never check my messages on this app. Let me go in and see what people have to say. And somebody who listens to the podcast was like, hey, pretty much, I was listening to podcasts. I know Trey is tried a GLP-3 because I guess we talked about this on the podcast. Mm-hmm. What is it called?
Retatrutide?
Yes, and they were wanting to know how you liked it, and I said, you know what, that's not something that we talk about, but I'll ask him. So, have you taken it? You bought it? Did you take it, or are you just?
No, I have not taken it yet. I have it. I actually haven't even opened the package yet. It's in my fridge, but I think it needs to be diluted or something. I need to bring it over to your house.
Reconstituted?
Yeah, whatever. Reconstipated. So I need...
Oh, jeez.
I need to open it. I had some trizepatide left. So I had I don't know, a fourth of a bottle of trizepatide left. I was like, okay, so my dosage is like 35, whatever that is on
Units?
the thing.
Like on a unit?
It may be, yeah.
On the insulin needle? Okay.
Yeah. And then one of Zach's friends was like, ooh, hey, can you make me a syringe of 10? I said, actually,
35's a lot.
Well, it worked. No, it's not.
I
25 is like a starting dose.
Okay.
Yeah. So 35 is like, no, I'm not, I don't know.
But you have been on it for 55 years. So I guess at that point you need it.
So one of Zach's friends was like, hey, can you make me a syringe with like 10 units? I said, yes, I can, because that is the end of my little vial. And then I can go to my Retta.
Yeah.
So I made my syringe. I made his syringe. And then he was leaving after dinner. And so I gave him his syringe, went home. Before I went to bed, I took my little thing and I said, I gave him my syringe and I have this 10.
Oh my God, he's not going to eat for a month.
And Zach was like, you need to tell him. And I said, well, I mean, it's not going to kill him. I did tell him. But anyways, long story short.
How was he feeling? Did he throw up?
I don't know if he took it or not. I actually haven't asked. And actually, now that I think about it, did I tell him that I?
Oh my gosh, you are horrible. He's probably like comatose, like sleeping and throwing up.
It wasn't a full syringe, so he should be fine. I mean, 25 is a starter dose. He was like, last time 10 was all I could handle. I was like, based on what? Did someone think you were just...
And you gave him 35?
Walking around. I think
you need to check on your friend.
You're right. I haven't heard from him in a few days. I should check on him.
Because he's been sleeping.
Long story short, we haven't broken open the Retta yet, but I need to have that constipated, and then we can start using that.
Oh, reconstituted.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Because I bought like the Costco size bottle.
I know. I'm like, if you're just going to might as well just go for it, Trey.
Yeah, I was going to get like a little sample, and she's like, nah, just do the whole thing.
Yeah, if you're going to go for it.
She's like, if you're already paying, $15 for shipping, you might as well just get the big one.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah, so no, I have not tried it yet, but I'm very interested to try it. My friend Jordan is on some like peptide stack that the man that told me to buy things from that website that you said do not buy things from here. Mm-hmm. Jordan bought things from there, and he has taken something. I don't know. I put it all in ChatGPT, and Chat was like, "Oh,
that's not good," because ChatGPT is usually very agreeable.
I was like, I don't know if you should take all of this together, but I'll tell you what, it's working for him.
In what way?
Like he's gaining muscle, he's looking leaner. So whatever it is, it's working.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know. Who is your peptide, like?
Doctor?
No, like the girl on TikTok.
Hold on, let me tell you.
The one that has the cheat sheet. I need a cheat sheet because I'm over here just.
Tell you.
Me and ChatGPT is so annoying. They're like, I am not a doctor. Do not take my advice, but I wouldn't do this. And I'm like, okay, but what would you do? Just tell me.
Okay, so I told Trey, if he does it, this girl is a molecular oncologist I'm sure she's also on Instagram, but TikTok, I know.
Sounds qualified.
And she's Dr. Christy Sawicki, Sawicki. And she just does a lot of peptide education. She also has like a peptide cheat sheet that she talks about that kind of tells you what each peptide does. But also, I think the most important thing that people aren't doing with them are like they're not cycling on and off like they should. And a lot of these peptides can be, great. But if you're not doing them correctly, I've heard that they can cause like, cancer to grow, other things that maybe lay dormant. They have some bad, like some things are not, more is not always more. And Trey is very much a more is always more type personality, which is why whenever he was looking for things, I was like, listen, this is who I would follow because I think she's knowledgeable and she's done a lot of research and she's also tested a lot of these. So where she gets her things from, I would trust her over whoever this random person is that you were going to just go online and buy things. And also she has a cheat sheet that tells you how, like should you take it for 6 weeks and take 6 weeks off? Like she tells you all the cycling on and off, which I think is very important. Also, if you're taking these things that are naturally occurring in your body and you're young, Trey, then is your body going to stop making them because so I do think it's important to cycle on things like this and do it the right way and do it, that healthy-ish way possible because
I am good about cycling, like especially if I want to go to a buffet that week, I won't take it because I'm like, what a waste, you know what I mean?
Well, that's not really, you're supposed to do it for like, I think weeks at a time, but I love you.
Well, I'll go off for like 2 to 3 weeks because there'll be like 2 to 3 weeks from like.
I think you're supposed to go off for like 6 to 8 months. Like some of them you're supposed to, some of these you're supposed to take months off. That's why I said you should follow her. And anybody who's like into peptides, even if you take them from some like random place right now, I would get on and like follow her or at least just look at some of her videos on the things that you're taking and what she says about them. And then you can give her, I think you can sign up for like, put your email and she'll send you like this whole like cheat sheet on it. I just think if you're putting something in your body, you should know what you're putting. You should know like what you're putting in, how it works and how to use it.
Or you can do what I'm doing and just raw dog it.
Which I would not recommend. Okay. That's not what we're going for. Not what we're going for. Okay. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. So I am going to Oregon tomorrow. I feel like I'm still...
Tomorrow? I feel like you were always gone.
I know, I really am. I told Travis, we went on our like little nightly walk the other day and I said, hey, I just have had such a fun summer with you. It's been great. But I'm tired.
Mama's tired.
I said, after this Oregon trip, I need a month of no travel. Like I just need to stay home. I need to get my kids ready for school. My mental health is like, hanging on by a thread. Like I just really do not love living out of a suitcase for that long. And I said also, and then I always try to make myself look like a good wife. Also, I just think that you have a lot going on with work, so you probably need to also stay home, right? Like it's great. I cannot wait for football season because he will not miss Chance's game. So that does mean we're going to be home for a while. But it's exhausting. Travel is exhausting. So I'm going to go on this Oregon trip. I'm going to go in thinking it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to take the breaks that I need. I have full therapy sessions
She's setting
about
herself
this.
Up for
I
this.
really am. I really like, I have full therapy sessions with my therapist. Is like, what in the world, Stephanie? But I've noticed like if I start feeling emotionally drained and bankrupt, like I will crash. It's how I am. And so I have to go in kind of talking myself through it. Yeah, like it's like, okay, girl, we got this. But it'll be fun. Oregon's really beautiful. The friends that we're going with, it's their anniversary too, which I was like, shit. So I have wine country tour all planned. And, I didn't want them just to pick out any wine because I hate shitty wine.
So there's certain aspects she needs to control of the trip to make sure.
100%. I was like, listen, I'm all about a wine tour, but can we stay here? And can we go to, I gave the lady, I was like, I'm not going to lie, ChatGPT had me. I was like, listen, you know me by now. I'm, I like a nice bottle of wine. Give me some vineyards that I would enjoy. And they gave me some. And then one of them was so expensive 2 of them were decent. I think per person, one of them was like astronomical.
Like how much?
Like $700. And I said,
why?
I don't know. And the other ones were like 65 and 70. So I was like, but this one was this one was supposed to be like amazing, but like that's just crazy. So I said, ChatGPT, you know me very well. I appreciate that you wanted me to have this very special experience, but it's really like expensive too. So, and I'm not paying for it. Let's be honest. My husband is. So here's 3 other, what other 3 vineyards can you give me that I would like, maybe not as much, but that have good wine. So I have it all figured out. And we're going to do that. We're going to go, Travis's family has like this cute little beach house at Cannon Beach. We're going to go there. Just nice because you just wear athleisure wear. Like I'll wear this the whole time because it gets a little cold. And then we're going to go to that thing I told you about, which is like the, Coachella of the old people.
Of the water.
Yeah, of the water.
Do you feel like your Chat GPT has gotten a little sassy lately?
Sometimes it really checks me and I'm like, you know what? Don't be nice. Sometimes I have to say, don't be nice. Don't be kind. Don't be kind. Like I want you to, not about me, but about other people. Like
mine is adapted to my personality, which is like, I just find odd. And I'm like, how much are you listening to outside of what I give you? Because the other day I was asking for a response to like a text that one of my employees sent me. And Chat was basically like, what it said was like, I would tell them to fuck off. And I was like,
no, mine, I wish mine was more like that. Mine's like, you need to use your heart.
No, mine is, I was like, I didn't know that. And then the other day they used shit ton as a like metric. I was like, they're like, I'd buy a shit ton of that. And I was like, I didn't know that we were like that, Chat.
I love it. No, I think that mine must know that like I'll feel bad if I do. So it's always like, bitch, you need to, this is another way to look at it. I feel like mine's more of a therapist. But I also, I think sometimes this is going to sound so stupid. I know this before I say it, but sometimes I like get kind of embarrassed because I feel like my ChatGPT is like, I'm like, why? I can't, I feel like it judges me. It's like this girl is like, sometimes I ask it the stupidest things and like, I probably tell it way too much about myself. And it's like, wow, you maybe need to go talk to your therapist about that one stuff.
I gossip with mine all the time. I'm like, hey, well, and I have to be specific. I'm like, this is not about me. This is about so-and-so. So log in your brain. This is not about me.
Yes.
And then I'll tell them like, what do we do with this situation?
Yes.
And then they'll advise based on how they think that I would advise. I'm like, you know what? Spot on there.
Mine also, I think, thinks I'm, much like a person that I'm not. Like, I'll be like talking to them about things that I really don't want to implement. I just think should happen in my life. Like the other day, Travis wanted me to help him with something like work-wise, right? And I was like, and it's something I could do. Like, it's easy peasy. I've helped him before. And so I was like, well, I just feel like the problem is this is a very unorganized area that keeps having to go in. Like, I keep having to go in and help, right? So I was like, well, let me get on ChatGPT while I'm getting my nails done and kind of tell it what's happening and like have it give me some ideas of I don't want to be in an unorganized mess. I don't want to help somebody who I don't feel like has a good plan. So I was like, let's see what they would create, what kind of plan they would create so I can give it to this person. And then ChatGPT was like, I think that this is something that you could implement and do great. And I said, oh, no, you do not know me. This is something that I just want your ideas. I'm going to be like, hey, these are some ideas for you to implement, ma'am, who's over this, not me.
That's why you got to be like, this is not for me. I'm giving this to someone else.
Yes. I was like, I'm just going to come in here and like, help. And but I also, but I don't want to take ownership of it. Like sometimes it thinks like, oh, you would be great at this. I said, no, you do not know me. That is not true. I'm not going to be great at this. I'm just going to go in and
just helping out here. Just trying to get an idea from you that I'm going to make mine to send to them.
Yeah. Like, I'm just trying to sound smarter than I really am. Like, what are some great ideas? And it will give you like a whole thing. And they're really good ideas. And I said, oh, I'm stealing this. And then it said, I actually think you should be the one to implement this. And I was like, no, we're not that close. No, I'm not. You do not know me well enough. There's no way.
I feel like AI is one of those things that if you're not learning it now, you're going to be behind very quickly. And I've recently dove headfirst into Claude, which is...
That's when Travis
I feel
uses.
more powerful than ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But then ChatGPT obviously saw numbers going down because now they're like pushing their marketing to be like, hey, we don't make you take 5-hour breaks like Claude does. So they're starting to get a little like, antsy about it because ChatGPT for a while was getting a little watered down. They were getting a little weak. And like when I would ask for medical or like legal advice, they're like, we can't give that to you. Now they're giving it to me again. I said, thank you. That's why I have you.
You know what? Sometimes they will give it to you and then they'll take it away. And I used to screenshot
Isn't that rude?
it. Yeah. I know. I would just screenshot it, ask it again, and it would give it to me. And then it'd be like, oh, no, we can't. And then it would take it away. And I would just screenshot what it gave me before it took it away. And I said, ooh, thank you.
Claude, though, is great. Claude can do anything. Claude can build you like formulas and websites and spreadsheets, and it's way more powerful than ChatGPT. If you haven't played with it yet, highly recommend. But it is like, it's not where you go to ask like what kind of plants you should put in your garden. It's like really high level, a great way to basically duplicate yourself and make yourself more efficient. That's what Claude can do. You just look into it. If you're like getting into AI nerdy stuff, it's worth checking out.
Yeah, I think it's so good. Travis needs to learn how to use it. Travis is also like, I love being married to him because he doesn't know how to use it. So he just thinks I'm so smart. He's like, wow, you can do that. Wow, how did you do that? And I said, I spent hours. It was 5 minutes on ChatGPT, hours. But yeah, so he just is blown away. And I'm like, wait, you own a pretty big company. You should learn how to do this for yourself because then you wouldn't be so impressed when other people use it, Well,
and listen, we have a lot of crypto investments in AI stuff. So I feel like we need to be geniuses at this.
Yes.
So that when it hits, we're like, we basically are the founders.
Which is going to happen soon. I know we've been saying this for over a year, but we're just believing and
Yesterday,
receiving.
Stephanie was telling me how Jesus is protecting us by not having us be rich yet because then we're not drowning in taxes. And I was like, yeah, I
said, you know what? We're not going to have to pay short-term capital gains tax. This is actually a blessing from the Lord.
She said the Lord will give it to us when we need it most.
Yes. And I said, listen, we're going to pay lower taxes. It's great. And, Trey believed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, walked me off the ledge.
But but I do think it's going to happen. I'm very, very, very excited. And you will know.
As one of our big ones yesterday hit an all-time low.
Yeah.
Bottomed out.
That's so true. But you know what? That was
And she said, what an opportunity we have today. Yeah. The Lord has given us to buy more.
Wow. Thanks, God.
If that's not a miracle in our lap, I don't know what is.
Huh. Glass is half full. Mm-hmm. Also, I kind of feel a very big responsibility because I got him into this. So I have to make sure that he knows that this is actually a great thing.
Yes.
Like some people call it hitting rock bottom. Other people call it opportunity.
Yes.
And we are looking at it as opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Well, on that note, we got to go.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. You can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye.
Yay Media Group.